I'm Isabella. I'm 21. Some of my favorite hobbies are yoga, being outside, whether that's hiking or jumping in the ocean for a cold plunge, anything that gets me out of my comfort zone. I would say, what I usually end up doing is yoga. That's a big part of my life. I do love to dance, and I feel like there's a big community in Hawaii where I used to live called ecstatic dance, where we would all get together and we just really let ourselves go wild, and we're able to just express ourselves through movement. And there's a little bit of a community out here, but I haven't fully immersed myself in that yet, but that's something that is a huge part of my life is dance. That's a hard one because I feel like there's so many little things that when I look back I'm proud of, that has kind of shaped me into the person that I am today. But my sobriety, being able to get sober 2 weeks before I turned 17, is probably something that I'm the most proud of, and was the catalyst to all these other things that I've been able to accomplish as well. I think, I was such a rebellious teenager that it was kind of a God shot is what we call it, and just being able to get taken out of that self-delusion. I was so delusional and I blamed everybody else, and I think I hit this point of feeling fully defeated, and I was able to see for the first time that I was the cause of my own suffering and that it wasn't everybody else around me. And so that was August 28th, 2018. Where I kind of had that moment of clarity, and it was never the same. I mean, I have such a strong community of women, and I also have a mentor that I've been working with over 4.5 years named Sahar, and we don't live close to each other anymore, but he and I will get on the phone maybe once a week and do a Zoom call where I feel like I can just fully tell him anything, and just being honest and being open with the people who I feel safe with, I feel really helps me to overcome those internal struggles or external struggles as well. I think just feeling like I walked through hell and back at a young age, and being able to have that kind of depth with myself and with others and connect to others in such a deeper way has really shaped who I am and how I've been able to mature and grow up so quickly compared to other 21-year-olds, because I am just surrounded by people that are older, that have lived lots of life. And although, I've had a substantial amount of experiences, I feel like being able to go through these emotional hardships and deal with depression and anxiety on a daily basis and coming out of that has made me much more compassionate and understanding towards other people as well. I think when he started talking about authenticity with me and being able to follow my yes, my inner yes, because there were a lot of times where I kind of abandoned myself and went with something that I knew wasn't necessarily going to benefit me, but it was just more out of well, I should do it, or more out of what society was kind of telling me to do. But Sahar always brought it back to well, what's really true for you and in your gut, so to follow my yes. I think basically opening up and being able to share with the people that you feel connected to, and to start talking about those things that maybe you're ashamed of. I think that kind of it's able to help move whatever energy you're trying to repress and run away from, because I feel like I was running away from myself for so long and still tend to do that. But as soon as I can own up to whatever it is that I'm running from, it just makes life go so much more smoothly, and I feel so much more connected to the people around me and have a greater sense of purpose. I think, when I was in middle school, I got bullied, and I always felt like school was very hard for me, just not feeling academically at the same level that everybody else was. And being able to now enroll in my first college class and start studying interior design, I see how school was there was a lot of comparison and just feeling competitive against my peers. And I think now I can like step back from that and really like just take care of myself and nurture myself and know that I'm doing a great job, and I don't have to compare myself anymore like I used to. Being able to be content with myself, like when my head hits the pillow at night, just knowing that I tried my best today and knowing that I get a clean slate tomorrow, and it's not really about the external for me, even though making money, like that does sound great, that does excite me. But I think being able to like accomplish my dreams, whatever that is for me, or at least going after them and just saying that I tried is a success. So a little bit, a mixture of that is being content and also going after some of the things that really excite me in this world. I would love to be an interior designer. That is something that I think about a lot. I would also love to live in Australia. That's something that I think just sounds really fun and sounds like I could just have so many more opportunities and experiences over there as well. Thank you.
I'm glad we got to meet up finally.